Why do you want to be an influencer? Hello you guys, it's your girlfriend like whoa, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about how to become an influencer. And let's just get right into it. So first of all, what is an influencer? I personally believe that an influencer is someone that is able to build a brand online and build an online presence where they're able to actually influence the people that watch them to do something. At the end of the day, that is the basic. You are able to influence people to do something through online platforms. So whether that's someone sees the shirt you're wearing, they're like, oh, I wanna go buy that, or I like that, or people, when they get on social media, they're thinking to go check on your page. Basically, you're influencing people through social media. And I would say a lot of what makes an influencer different than just a regular person doing that, when you're talking about social media influencer, is they're doing that through social media, and they're using various social media channels and strategies in order to have that type of influence on people through their content. So now that I've told you what an influencer basically is, let's get into the tips of how to become an actual influencer. The first thing you need to do is you need to think about why and your what. So why do you want to be an influencer? Is it to help people? Is it to give people, more tips about fashion? Is to change the world? Is it that you're a vegan and you want people to be vegan like you? Do you want people to be inspired by your lifestyle? Do you want brands to just give you free clothes? But you really need to think about why. And so with this first tip of why and your what, when we go from the why, we're actually able to see the what. So what do you want to influence in? And once you really know why you want to be an influencer, it's easier to know what you want to influence in, and then it's easier to know how you want to influence. So for instance, for me, my why is I love helping people through my God-given gift of fashion, right? And so what I want to influence in is fashion. And how do I do that? I create valuable fashion content on the internet through my blog, my Instagram, my YouTube channel, and I share my outfits, style tips, collabs with brands that are fashion based, and I just basically create content that's around fashion in order to inspire people that are into fashion to go after their dreams of being a fashionista. So my next tip is that you need to be present. So you need to be so present on social media that people actually feel like you have a presence in their lives. And what I'm talking about is the same way that people are checking in on what celebrities are doing, like Kim Kardashian. People need to be thinking about that like you. And the way to get people to do that is to be in front of them. You've probably heard the saying, out of sight, out of mind. In this day and age, the more and more you post on social media and people see it, the more and more they actually feel a bond with you. So with that said, you want to be posting consistently online, and you want to actually be present online. You don't want to just get on social media just like every other person in the world that gets on social media to be an observer. You want to get on social media to basically be observed by what you're doing, if you get what I mean. So your social media now is your platform. It's not just something that you're just using just to, see your friends from middle school or high school. Make sure that you're actually being very intentional about being present on social media, because that is what really makes an influencer that uses social media different than just any regular person using social media. My next tip is to build a brand through various platforms. So when I say that, I mean that you have like an Instagram, you may have a YouTube like I do, you may have a blog. You need to build a brand through various platforms. Of course, a lot of people just influence mainly through Instagram, and nothing's wrong with that, but as an influencer, you're really able to build more of an impactful brand when you have at least 2 channels. Or even if you have maybe just an Instagram and an email list, that is good, because what I will say is that like Instagram owns Instagram and the algorithms change all the time. You don't want Instagram to mess up your influence through their algorithms, so you want to be trying to get people and influence them through multiple different platforms. The same way that brands will influence you to buy through a billboard, through a commercial on the radio, through a commercial on TV, through an ad in a newspaper. You want to be that way about your own personal brand as an influencer as well. My tip number 4 that everyone says who's a blogger or influencer is to post consistent content, right? But really this tip is to post consistent quality content. quality content. That's the key. Because if you're just posting just to post, that's whatever. If you really want to build a very strong brand identity and really garner people that really trust you, build a consistent quality brand, you really need to capture and captivate people through your content. So whether that's like nice video, whether that's really cool, you know, photos, you want people to basically feel so connected with you through your photos. It's not just about the photos being pretty, it's about people feeling connected to the photos. Have you ever seen someone like look at a photo, or you've seen a photo and evoked emotion or a thought prompted in your mind because of it? You want to create content that makes people like think or engage, like not just, hi, I'm here, but like content and captions that really elevate your brand. So at the end of the day, you want to post consistently, but we want to post not consistent rubbish, right? You want to post consistent quality content. And your consistency may be that you post on Instagram once a week when you're first starting out, and that's okay. Just start with something and build your way up. And my last tip for becoming an influencer is collaborating and engaging with other people that are influencers. So whatever level you're at, and you know, it's not always about following, but usually people in similar followings have similar engagement. I would really say go by engagement, but wherever you're at in your influencer journey, try to reach out to people that are influencers as well, or even friends that you know that want to do the same thing. Collaborate, whether it be that you guys are actually physically taking pictures together and posting it on each other's pages, but even if it's just the fact that you guys are taking each other's photos separately, you want to build connections and collaborate with other influencers. Your collaboration doesn't have to be a physical product or a project that people see. It just needs to be even at least behind the scenes. I think that when you hang around with more people that are either influencers or trying to be influencers, you get more in this different mindset that your social media and your life is to, you know, impact other people. Whereas if you're around people all the time that are just posting just to post, or they don't really understand, they might be like, why are you always on social media? They might not understand. But someone who's an influencer, aspiring to be an influencer, they will not think you're crazy for trying to take pictures of the perfect angle and things like that. Collaboration is also really key when you're trying to grow your platform. Just like in networking, when you're trying to grow your career or your brand, collaboration is just always helpful. So don't forget to collaborate with other influencers as well. So that was it, you guys. I hope these tips were helpful. And if you guys really need more tips about just branding and fashion, check out my fashion and branding guides down below in my description box. And I hope that you guys love this video. Check out me on Instagram at FanellaLikeWhoa, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't be afraid to just start now. I know that coronavirus is going on and everything, but sis, you can start creating your content at home. Give people some of that quarantine content and just start and build your brand and just use your influence positively in this world today. Love you guys. Bye.